good morning everybody. It's a beautiful spring day and it's time to do some baking, but we're going to actually do a French bread pizza in the oven. That's the kind of baking we're going to do. And now most of you think French bread pizza, you think of that frozen thing that you get at the supermarket that looks like it may be on something that looks like a baguette. It's not, I don't think. I don't know what it is. And then there's this stuff on top that's shredded that's supposed to be cheese, and I don't think that's cheese either. And then on top of it all, you're supposed to microwave it. Can you believe that? No, I can't believe it. That's not French bread pizza, but I will show you what French bread pizza is. Let's start cooking. Okay, we're gonna start off with the liquid ingredients first. And you wanna start off with 3 cups of lukewarm water. Make it so that it's, warm enough, because when you put the yeast in it, which is going to be, we'll put 1 3/4 tablespoons of yeast. You want it to actually have it so it's going to explode and actually work. If the water is too cold, it's not going to happen. So after that, I'm going to add another secret ingredient here, toasted sesame seeds. You want about 3 tablespoons. That's going to impart a really nice flavor. Just take the sesame seeds, put them in a pot like that, fry them up over the stove till they turn a little bit golden brown, and you're good to go. Just add it right in there. Really good. So the next thing you want to do is we want to add some salt. And I'll put about 1 1/2 tablespoons of salt. That's good. And that's all the liquid ingredients over here. And the next thing is going to be the flour. So I've got 4 cups of unbleached flour, I've got 1 cup of rye, and then 1 1/2 cups of whole wheat flour. And that's going to give it a really nice rustic flavor. So let's put that right in. Now the reason why I have such combinations is back in the old days of France, when unbleached flour was really only for the rich, the poor people had to add other ingredients that were unrefined, kind of like the rye or the whole wheat. Come to find out, they were on the right track, because not only does it give it amazing flavor, but it's far healthier for you. So, all right, let's bring this up over here on my tray. Love my KitchenAid. Get one of these if you don't have them. You can do so many things with it. So let's start off slow so that everything doesn't go flying up at you. And I'm going to bring it to about 2 to 3. And we're going to let that for about 2 minutes on there until it incorporates very nicely. And I'll show you what the dough mixture should look like. Yeah, I think it's ready. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so let's drop this bowl over here, and we're going to get it off the dough hook in a second. These dough hooks are great. It really makes your life so much easier. See, it just kind of comes off. Now, I can tell because the consistency is perfect. You just got to scoop it out of the little bowl over here. And it's a little bit stretchy, a little bit sticky, but not too sticky. This is perfect. Put it inside a bowl like this. We are going to cover it up for a couple of hours with a piece of plastic wraps, and then it's going to develop and it's going to double in size, and then we're going to be ready to put that in the oven. And in fact, once you're done doing that, whatever you don't use, just put it in the fridge for even a couple of weeks, and you can just take a piece out every night if you want, make little buns or baguette or something to that degree, whatever you'd like. So let's let this rest. Okay, I took a little piece out and I'm stretching it up a little bit over here. And I'm going to add a little bit of flour to it as well so it doesn't stick. Put a little flour and cornmeal on my pizza peel over here, and we're going to roll it out. Now, I don't want it to look, see, it's sticking a little bit, so you just put a little flour on top like that. I don't want it to look like it's coming from Joe's Pizza, where it has no soul and it's completely round. I want it to have some edges to it that are kind of curly and crunchy and irregular. So we're going to roll that out until we get that desired effect. I've got it all stretched out on my pizza peel and it's ready to go in my oven. It's set at 450 and in she goes. So, perfect. I have a cast iron stone instead of the traditional stone because sometimes the stones crack on you, and I've gone through a few already, and through a recommendation through a friend, Howard Heller, thank you. This thing is amazing. It just heats perfectly and it works great. So Lodge makes them. Pick yourself up one and you'll never regret it. All right, what I just did is pre-baked the crust. That's a little secret between you and me, and it's going to make it so that our crust is not wimpy and soggy. So you'll take a look at it, and I can use my asbestos fingers just to pull it out. Aha, look at that golden beautiful crust, and it's lumpy and bumpy. It's wonderful. So what we're going to do, instead of a tomato base, we're going to put some cream cheese on this over here and just spread it out a little bit, and then we'll build our other ingredients on top of that. When I said French pizza, I meant it. Gruyère, emmentaler, that's what we're using. I just took a beautiful block and I kind of just shredded it for this pizza over here. And I have 2 cups. That's a nice amount of cheese for a pizza this size. That's the one thing I like a lot of on my pizza, is a lot of cheese. So, okay, this is on over here. Now, next, we're going to give it some additional flavors. This is where your personal preferences will kick in. So I'm going to put just a little bit of yellow pepper over here, and that'll get a nice little roasted flavor once I put it back into the oven for a couple of minutes, just to melt the cheese. And look at these French oil cured black olives. Absolutely stunning. All right, let's put a few more of these beautiful olives on here. Once again, you can put whatever you'd like. And I'm going to put some sage. I have different types over here. I have some beautiful large pieces, which I'll put on the ends. And then I'll put some baby sage that I have. It's a little bit lighter in flavor. I'm going to pop that in the oven. Okay, I'm going to be a show-off, and I'm going to take this pizza right out with, once again, my asbestos battle-hardened fingers from the kitchen onto the pizza peel. So look at this. It's an absolute masterpiece. We have a very rustic, very wonderful, earthy, and just amazing French bread pizza. You're not going to find this in your frozen section. So enjoy this recipe with your family and friends. Cook in the kitchen with them and make memories that will last a lifetime. Take care.